In this video, you're going to make sense of that tsunami of data that hits you when your Google Ads gets opened. Hey, I'm Sam Fields from Matter Solutions. You're you and you're doing a damn good job at it. Today, we're going to uncover what statistics you should use to optimize your Google Ads account. Now, you've probably already set up your Google Search Ads campaign and it's pulling in some data and you're not sure what to do with it. You've almost got analysis paralysis. Google doesn't exactly give you that much information as to what to look at, when to look at it, and what to do with the information. So take a deep breath because we're about to relieve your anxiety in the next few seconds. First things first, let's modify your columns. Firstly, go to the Modify Columns, middle right of your screen, then make sure that the column on the right has at the very least clicks, impressions, CTR, cost per click, average position, cost, conversions, and might as well add it now, cost per conversion. Hit apply and let's get to analyzing. All right, now that we've got these columns in place, I think we can all agree that conversions are your key performance indicator, provided they're set up correctly, of course. And by set up correctly, I mean that the tracking is identifying when someone is getting in touch with you, either via phone, email, or making a direct sale online. In the first couple of weeks, checking for conversions may actually have you a bit on edge. Take Bob the florist, for example. Bob jumps into his campaign a week after he set it up, and he realizes that there's not that many conversions. Actually, there's none. However, Bob did know that there would be a period of investment in his Google Ads before he'd start seeing an ROI. So Bob checks the statistics that I like to call the lead performance indicators. Now, these are the statistics that lead to your KPI. Top of the LPI list to check is the CTR, or the click-through rate. Put simply, the CTR is how often your ads are seen versus how often your ads are clicked on. And they give a good indication as to how relevant your ad text is to the person searching. With this in mind, Bob has realized that his click-through rate is below 2%. And 2% is a pretty decent average, so he wants to get above that. Everyone should be aiming for much higher than 2%. From here, I recommend that Bob check the average position of his ads. Often, if the ad is average position 3.5 or lower, then it's affecting his click-through rate. Anyway, Bob checked and his average position was 4.9, which is terrible, and he wasn't even being seen. That's why his click-through rate was so bad. I said, Bob, mate, didn't you use the keyword planner like I recommended? Well, he ended up saying to me he wanted to save money on the cost per click, which is silly because every day you tell Google that you've got a daily budget. And if you're not being seen, then you're not spending that daily budget, you're ruining your click-through rate, and that in turn will make your cost per click go up. Bob's pretty cluey, so he jumped straight into his account and increased the bids on each of his keywords. The good thing about it was that this put him in positions 3 and up, which improved his chances of being seen and getting his ads clicked on. So we've looked at the conversions, the click-through rate, and average position as really good statistics to look at in your Google Ads account. Next video, we're going to be checking out the search term report. Thanks for tuning in to hear more about Bob the florist's journey. And if you like, comment, and subscribe, we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Can you point, hold your arm up and point like this? Keep going. Cool. Alright, that should be enough then.